Now it's back up.
Welcome. This is the smartest dumb people, and I am the host, Anthony That Dude Johnson, and we back like cook crack. I got my man, Mr. Shabazz himself, and to my right I have. Is this mine? Yeah. and to my right I have my the first lady, my friend Treese. So we back like cook crack, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a long 4 or 5 days away from you guys. We ready to chop it up about what's going on in society. So first thing we have is the Tekashi 6ix9ine and Meek Mill beef. So basically, Tekashi 6ix9ine ran up on Meek Mill when he was leaving the studio or something like that. Meek Mill had a bunch of security guards around him. Tekashi 6ix9ine was basically acting like he wanted. This is the problem with Tekashi 6ix9ine. First off, I hate the shit out of Tekashi 6ix9ine, and he's fake. That's like a dude that knows somebody's gonna break up a fight and try to act like he wants the smoke. There's no way you can convince me this dude that's 5'6" want any smoke with Meek Mill reach along. You know what I mean? Like, it was all a ploy for him to make it seem like he's out here checking niggas, but he really ain't checking nobody. He's actually a lame. And I don't respect Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't understand how he's still out here with his top on his head. And I could say the same thing for people like George Zimmerman. Like, to me, he's in the category of George Zimmerman. And I don't understand how these dudes are still able to be out here flamboyant and cocky like they didn't do something that deserves the death penalty. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I condone violence, but this young man, like Charlamagne the God did, said he told him he need to watch what he do and watch what he say, and then he should. What really amazes me is this dude did like 3 years in jail, right? But he was looking at life. Tekashi.
He didn't do 3 years.
3 years.
He did a nice little stint.
You know, man, what?
3 years.
Like 8 months.
No fucking way.
That wasn't no 3 years.
All right, so regardless of how many, he was looking at life in jail.
Yeah.
Hey, so
and like a lot of people don't realize this about Lil Bootsy. Lil Bootsy, he survived a death penalty himself. And when he got out, he lives like that. He really is not as reckless as he was before. And everybody know Bootsy was paying to get those enemies killed. Let's speak facts. In my opinion, allegedly. Okay, yeah, allegedly. You definitely know he was out there getting these niggas popped, but at the end of the day, he made it through that, and now he don't care for that type of violence. He said it himself. He said he don't move like that no more. Jail is called rehabilitation for a reason. You're supposed to be rehabilitated and changed. Tekashi 6ix9ine is proving us time and time again. He's so disrespectful. I'm tired of him. You know what I mean? What's your opinion, TV, on the Tekashi 6ix9ine and Meek Mill beef? And just, let's not just use the context of Meek Mill beef. Let's use the context of how Tekashi 6ix9ine is out here moving in general.
I think Tekashi 6ix9ine is an industry plant. I think the hip hop police, which is AKA the FBI, the feds, I think they planted him in. Nobody ever seen his rise to the top. So I think he was just planted in there with all this money. It's a proven fact that when he did go to jail, he paid his way into the little gang that he was in. What was they called?
I don't know. They was bloods though. They was dogs though.
Whatever the hell they was, but he basically paid his way in there to actually become part of that clique. Then turned around and got most of them locked up. So I think all that was a setup, and I think that before he even went to jail, he was going from town to town to town, setting people up that he knew were real gang members, were actually carrying guns into a drug type of activity. Like you said, he tried to snitch on Cardi B, tried to snitch on all these people.
Snitch on her for what though?
Because he knew he was placing himself around these people that he knew had real criminal activity going on.
Cardi had a court situation herself.
Yeah, so this is what he targets. So again, he's at Meek Mill, like trying to get Meek Mill in trouble, trying to get him locked up.
Oh, I ain't really think about it like that.
He's being strategically used by the police to go with people that they know are in real criminal activity. That's why I say he's an industry plant. He's the police for real. Like, he's not just a person that just did what he just did and he's a snitch. No,
so is he untouchable?
He's the police. I don't know if anybody is untouchable, but he is about as untouchable as it gets because he's always going to have police around him. Anybody that tries to touch him are going to put themselves in a very dangerous situation. Just put it like that.
What you think, Maxwell?
I definitely don't think that he's untouchable. I think alone the situation with him taunting King Von, everybody knows that he's deceased now. Chicago is not going to play with him. Secondly, I think what he does not realize is if they can't get to him, they're going to touch your family.
Yeah.
And he's young and he has this money and he's out here playing with these guys. And it's okay if they can't get to him. They will prove a point if they have to.
So you showed me a video of his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend / baby mama. She was basically saying she understood why everybody mad at her and her daughter, but they have nothing to do with Tekashi and they're not to blame for his actions, and she don't approve his actions. The problem is what happens if she gets hurt or the child get hurt? Is everybody like, oh well, that's what happens? They don't belong in this beef.
I do know that before all this happened, when Tekashi had gotten kidnapped and he got robbed, Sarah Molina had removed herself from the situation at that time, and she spoke on it back then, saying that, his lifestyle was reckless and she didn't want any parts of that. So I think that her plea right now is, her just asking people like, I know he's pushing it, but don't come at us with it.
Make sure y'all like and share, by the way.
Please.
Everybody that come in here, make sure you like and share. We need more top fans. We appreciate you. Our top fans, shout out to Brandy, shout out to Janice, shout out to Anthony. Max, Treese, brother just came in the party. Shout out to Anthony.
Hey,
make sure y'all
bro.
like and share. I just feel like you got something to say, TV?
Go ahead.
Janice said, go ahead, Maxwell. You want to read off some comments?
Sure. Brandy says he has to be being watched. That has to be the only way nobody ain't blew their legs from back.
Right.
Yeah.
For real.
Janice says he's Judas.
I can understand
Definitely.
that. I can understand that.
Hold on. Jay Dahmer says the same thing I say. He a mole.
Yeah.
He's an industry plant.
So
he's placed here to do exactly what he's doing.
And
So that's why he's protected.
Exactly. You see when him and Meek Mill got into it? There wasn't nothing but police around them. Off-duty police officers. And it's going to be
But he's
like
saying
that.
that's Meek Mill's security, though.
That was his security, too. They both had police around.
Jay Dahmer says people like that, most of their family and friends are expendable. How y'all feel about that?
People like that, most of their family is expendable. You mean that was J.D. Dahmer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Dahmer was trying to say that he don't give a fuck in his family. He's sacrificing his family.
There you go. He don't give a shit.
Man, listen, dog.
He ain't even thinking about it.
Tekashi 6ix9ine is the worst type of person, man. Like, I watched this dude's moves, and he literally. I'm mad Charlamagne the God didn't punch him in the face. To be honest with you, like, he's the closest that got to him with no security. You know what I mean?
He did try to, reach out to him
did.
and kind of, give him a little pep
I like how
talk.
Fat Joe said, I ain't fucking with that rat. I like that. Fat Joe a real dude. Fat Joe said, I ain't fucking with that. I tried to give a dude advice. I'm not fucking with that rat. I appreciated that. Then we have, y'all have anything else to say on the 6ix9ine shit?
I think that outside of him, taunting rappers and everything, the fact that he's a known snitch, he's still gonna have to deal with the repercussions of that. He put men away, like behind bars, they're away from their families, and I don't think that they're gonna let that go.
Well, go ahead. You good.
This social media shit is so goddamn dangerous. Is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got these kids, they looking at this shit and they seeing him run around with all this money. You see, he just purchased that little $1 million little wheel chain that he got going on.
Man,
like, when they see that he's not getting no repercussions, they might look at this a little bit different. So you need people like Fat Joe and those guys to speak out and say, like, this shit is not cool.
Acceptable.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
This is not cool. What's really going on? Like, this dude, I hate to say he need to be dealt with. Everybody know he need to be dealt with. You know
Society
what I mean?
knows he needs to be dealt with.
When these kids look at it, they look at it a little bit different. So I just hope they look at it with a keen eye. Like, I feel sorry for his baby mama, but she better protect herself because, like I said, that's the real thing. Like, I don't think they're gonna actually be able to get to him anytime soon. But
He's playing because he's young and he feels like this is the internet, but the streets is a totally different thing.
Well, you can't say an industry dude got to worry about the streets. That's what TV is saying. The police is around them, the security is around them.
Randy said after the feds use him up, they will let the industry have him.
For the right price, he can be dealt with.
You're right. I'm gonna tell you, police might deal with you as a snitch, but they really don't respect you. So eventually, once you ain't no good, it's a wrap.
So you think eventually it'll be pop?
Yeah, for the right price,
I don't see why not. I mean, I can't say eventually it'll be pop because he ain't stupid. So he's strategically doing this shit, and once he gets to a point to where he feel like he ain't protected no more, he might disappear. Or you're not gonna say that this man just snitched on all these people and he right back out here in the public face and he don't know he's protected. He's not that goddamn stupid.
he had security when he was kidnapped, though.
I thought the security kidnapped him.
No,
Yeah, that's pretty much. But that was when he was still dealing with this.
Oh, the guys that he snitched on. Okay, right.
Before they knew what was really going on. You know what I mean? But everybody knows what's going on now.
Make sure y'all like and share. Like and share. Like and share. We gonna jump topics. Let's talk about Meek Mill corny ass lyrics about Kobe Bryant. Was it too soon? The lyrics about Kobe Bryant. He said, "I'm gonna go out with my chopper like Kobe." And most people are saying that this shit is too soon. Personally, in my opinion, it's definitely too. It's never not gonna be too soon. This man died with his daughter trying to get her to a fucking basketball game.
Right.
So if you have to use any type of metaphor, and actually, we have the Kenny Smith. I have the graphic. Kenny Smith right here said that he gives Meek Mill a pass because it's a metaphor. But and it kind of shocked me that coming from Kenny Smith. You know what I mean? Because it coming from Kenny Smith, I was like, damn, like. You are an athlete yourself. You loved Kobe. You fuck with Kobe, and you gonna condone this shit. So, what's your opinion on the lyrics and what he said? Do you think it was too soon or inappropriate? What's your opinion on that?
It just shows me how much we have been desensitized. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, because me and Jay Dahmer was talking about this earlier, kind of going back and forth, and there was a couple other people in there. Look, that shit is a sensitive subject. I don't want to hear shit
About Kobe.
If some tragic happened to my family. No matter what it is, it's it's not a goddamn metaphor. Period. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Period. I don't want to. If I hear some shit like that, now I got to sit back and go back in my memory and think about what the fuck happened because I heard you using your goddamn metaphor. You're a garbage rapper if you got to use metaphors like that. That's how I feel about it. Like, why would you say some shit like that? It's a million other things that you could say if you were a good rapper. Like, that ain't no good metaphor any goddamn.
And Meek Mill and this is another thing that killed me about the situation with Meek Mill. He literally just got back good with the industry because niggas wasn't fucking with him after Drake murdered him and Nicki Minaj broke up with him. Like, what made Meek Mill even relevant again was his wrongful conviction, and they put him in jail. So then people start feeling bad for the nigga, and they gave him they wanted to fuck with him again. So then he got back out here. But for like I said, this is what makes Meek Mill corny. Is like for you to even think, bro, like for you to even be back in the limelight and be getting the money you getting when really niggas wasn't fucking with you before your prison sentence. It baffles me. And then Vanessa actually, Miss Bryan actually reached out to him and said that shit ain't cool. Right. Take it down basically, or delete the lyrics. And then he said some shit on Twitter. What did he say on Twitter, Maxwell?
He's savage. He going savage and fuck your feelings.
He did say that he privately apologized to Vanessa.
But still keep the lyrics in the song, though, right?
Right.
I mean, apologies only. That's like me saying, I'm sorry I stole your tire, but I keep your tire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but shit, we ain't talking about no tire. This is this woman's husband. Like, she might have been a Meek Mill fan. And she's jamming, and then he says some shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's tragic.
It's
like,
trash.
You don't need to, man. Like I said, shit is desensitized. It's just a metaphor because you trying to make some fucking money, but you don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. I'm not with that. That's some bullshit. Rap ain't that goddamn deep. Period.
All right, you want to read some comments, Maxwell?
Yeah, read some comments on it.
Sure. Janice, I like her comment. Metaphors are used like that all the time. They have done it to Whitney, Kurt Cobain, and Michael Jackson. It's not right, but it's not new. Well, she's got a point.
Well, the thing about it is that it's a difference though, because these people died from drugs and suicide. Kobe Bryant, again, I gotta say it again, metaphor or not, Kobe Bryant died being a family man and a good father, just trying to get his daughter to a game. You can't compare that to Kurt Cobain. This motherfucker blew his own brains out.
I'ma still say it. Man, look, these people got family. It's not cool. Not even with them. Like, use another metaphor. It's the metaphors. The metaphors is not that cold. You know what I'm trying to tell you? They not making these songs. Like, I'm telling you, it's like, oh shit, did you hear what he said? Man, look, them metaphors is garbage. Look, you don't need to use nobody's family member because you're desensitized to that type of shit to think that that makes your song. Like, you can use something else if you're a real rapper.
When you say
Period.
desensitized, can you explain? Like,
Motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Like, if I was, let's just say, if this is any of our significant other and I'm a rapper and I just decide to use that shit, like, and now you listening to my shit and you gotta hear your significant other's name in your rap when you know they died tragically. Like, these people don't give a damn about that. They don't give a damn about how you feel when you hear that name. Like, I could just be going through a part of my day and a color or a smell or something to remind me of my father, and he ain't died shit. You know what I mean? He died of a heart attack. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, desensitized, man. You feel me?
What's your
People
opinion?
don't give a fuck about nobody feeling.
What's your opinion, Maxwell, on the Kobe Bryant lyrics that he used?
I don't think that he meant any harm, but I think that he had a very poor choice of words. I think that he should just remove it, like, from the song altogether. I don't think that apology is just enough. Like, he should remove it.
All right, so I think we touched on that enough. I guess we're gonna go to we got other hot topics. We're gonna go to the relationship
I
topic.
just told him this gonna happen. Go ahead, though.
But it's actually, you know what? But it's no different than the baby. I don't know if y'all heard about him calling JoJo Siwa a bitch.
Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
He apologized and he was saying that it was wordplay, but I guess they like actually put up the lyrics and it doesn't make sense.
You know what's sad is that hip hop has got to the point where it's so disrespectful. We gotta have these type of conversations.
Period. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
desensitized. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. But
like-
Jeff is a rapper. That's my guy. But he's saying shit. It's a metaphor. He said, so would it have been different if he would have said shoot the chop like Kobe? Man, look, just
No,
leave
it
Kobe
just-
alone.
Did he just try to rap?
Just leave Kobe alone. Shit, like,
Leave him
fuck,
alone,
God
leave him alone.
damn.
I
It's
agree.
not that hard. I mean, it's not that hard to come up with another little metaphor. It's only a couple words. Man, leave it alone, man.
What we got? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to
Yeah.
jump? All right. So, topic of the day. This was supposed to be the first topic, but we decided to leave it for the last little conversation we having. Maxwell, go ahead and break down what was said.
Okay, so there was a post that Nicki Minaj made. The artist Danny Lee that was dating the rapper DaBaby, she shared the post. It said, "Dear beautiful souls, a man who loves you does not humiliate you on social media, beat you, cheat on you, call you out of your name, put you down to lower your self-esteem, hide his phone, passwords, and whereabouts, etc."
All right. So, TV, you want to go first or Maxwell?
Maxwell, go ahead.
What's your opinion? But we got let's break them down in segments. So,
Okay.
what's the first one?
The first one is a man will not humiliate you on social media. I've seen it both ways. I've seen men be private about their relationships on social media. I've seen a woman drag her man and actually call him like gay, like say that he was a closet, he was in the closet, and they're still happily married. And it's I love my king and all this other stuff. So. I think that goes both ways. When somebody humiliates you on social media, to me, I'm done. That's it.
I tried my hardest to be sensitive to a woman's feelings when it comes to shit. It's at the point where I used to post shit and know I shouldn't post it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I ain't talking about disrespecting her or anything like that.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I realized the older I got, I can't do that. Like it makes us look stupid if we still gonna be together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't do that shit no more. I gotta go. Tori, go ahead and take over. I gotta blow my nose.
Right. I'm pretty much repeating what you said. I done seen all type of shit said on the social media. I don't think it's a good thing. Like, I done seen some crazy shit said. I don't know if these people are still together or whatever, but like, it's just a no-no. First of all, I'm not the person that if I do something, I care about what everybody else think anyway. So it ain't really to me about what everybody else think. But to humiliate a person on social media is going to stain a person. You know what I mean? A person's going to remember that. So
yeah.
Not you.
go ahead.
But when it comes to being humiliated, it can work either way. So, for example, this is what I hate about dudes on social media, and this shit is whack, and niggas need to stop this. When your girl tag you to something, be like, cook babe dinner, and I'll be like, okay, let me see if the dude gonna say something. Let's see if the dude gonna even acknowledge his own woman that literally says he's in a relationship with. He don't speak, he don't say nothing. Then all of a sudden, I see him on another woman's post, loving the pictures, in the comments with the eyes. I don't understand. Like, listen, if my girl tag me to something, I'm gonna make it a point to talk back. You know what I'm saying? So that, to me, that's humiliating for a woman to have to go through that. So, like I said,
let me check. Janice said, people need to keep their relationship private because that's how outsiders get in your business. Jay Dahmer said, that's not reality. Anger and embarrassment will cause you to do the craziest things. Yolanda said, humiliation is a form of abuse.
It is.
I agree with all three of them. Go ahead.
It's opening a window, to let any and everybody in your relationship. Friends, family, even people on social media. So when people are inboxing you like, oh, what's going on with you and so, or your mom, your dad, sisters and brothers want to get in it, that's why. So to me, I don't care how you feel about a person on the inside. I'm not saying hold it in, but I'm going to light a fire under your ass in private.
I think that couples need to get rid of that subliminal shit too.
Yeah.
That subliminal boast back and forth. I hate that shit too.
Right.
What's the second one?
The second one is beat on you. I think that is, that's obvious. Any man that beats on a woman, any woman that's beating on her man, that's not love. The third one was cheating on you. Now, some people will say that if a man cheats on you, that they don't love you.
So can we use the example as man and woman so I can speak for myself? I feel like if a woman cheated on me, because she still love me, yeah, people are vulnerable, man. People are, the human nature, people are vulnerable. And when you with somebody for a long ass time, you get complacent and you don't even realize. Don't get me wrong, there's some loyal motherfuckers out there that just don't believe in cheating. Yes, but I'm saying the question is, can you still cheat and love somebody, or what's she say? Can you still cheat and love this person? Yeah. I mean, you could be in vulnerable situations, and I'm not condoning cheating. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Right.
I'm just saying that I've seen people get cheated on that I know for a fact, or I've seen people cheat that we're not using personal experiences here in this example because it's not meant to expose anybody's relationship. But I'm just saying I do believe you can cheat and still love that person and still.
It's a choice.
What do you think?
Of course you can cheat and still love a person. The thing is that the trust is going to be fucked up. Once the trust is messed up, that's going to mess up the whole chemistry of the relationship. So, we were just talking about this the other day about people thinking that relationships rely on love. No, and marriages and relationships do not rely on love. They come together because of love. You might love a person, but they're solid because of the trust that you have. So once you break that trust barrier, it's a slippery slope. Like, you're never going to get that. The relationship is never going to be the same after that.
Right.
So, the love is still going to be there. Like, when you love a person, you love a person. Like, you can't just, because a person does one thing, you just take back them feelings that you have for them.
Right.
But you have to respect yourself as a person.
And if you get cheated on, to keep it moving?
I mean, it depends. I ain't saying that you can't forgive them, but it's going to...
Everybody's
the whole structure of the relationship is going to change. Period.
Right.
Period, point blank.
Ebony, I want to read Ebony's comments. She says, I just don't even mention relationships on social media because these days you embarrass yourself claiming someone you thought loved you only to find out that that they're loving everybody else, and they see for me social media has been the fastest way to find out who's loyal and who ain't. Definitely agree with that. I've learned to be private with relationships. If I'm even dating somebody, I'm not posting it on Facebook.
I personally feel like when I get married or something like that, and I know the relationship is solid, because like everybody know me, I used to love posting my wife. You know what I'm saying? I used to post her all the time, like just sitting there with babe. Like, I have no problem with exposing my relationship to the world. The problem is behind closed doors. And that's the slippery slope for me. Behind closed doors, I used to hate this. Ooh, just thinking about it give me chills. Motherfuckers say, y'all look so happy. Motherfucker, we was when we took the picture. We was when we took the picture. So the term of y'all look so happy, or no, I really do believe all relationships don't need to be on social media. It depends on what form of relationship y'all have. But I don't feel like it's a problem, because like I said, I love expressing my love to a woman, and I feel like it's needed. But
I think when a person is mature enough to have a relationship on Facebook, it's nothing wrong with people knowing that you're in a relationship or that you're married, but anything else outside of that, you don't need to put like everything about your relationship on Facebook. And of course, like you said, when people start posting those subliminals, people can read between the lines and they know what's going on.
I just hated the y'all look so happy shit, and that shit
fakes. You can see the fake shit, especially when they be posting like they happy, and goddamn well they ain't happy.
I think everybody want to show they mate, and it's I feel sorry for women the most, because women
was just faking.
I've
seen it before.
I feel sorry for women the most, because women are the motherfuckers that's getting piped down, and a motherfucker can't post a picture with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for women the most, because they the ones getting the shit fucked out of them, then can't even post a man or a guy that they talking or dating. Come on, man. We know plenty of homies, plenty of examples.
Jeff said people cheat for many different reasons. Most of the time, love has nothing to do with it.
True.
Agree with that.
True. Yeah. I don't think it's because you don't love your wife or love your girlfriend. Some men, they cheat simply because of how another woman makes them feel.
Why is it about being my man? Maxwell, we got to change this fucking curve with you right now. She said some men. What about women? What about women?
We can get to the women.
Women are some motherfucking scandalous.
Slick.
No. I'm about to sound like LB.
Not all of them.
I'm like LB. So, it's times like this I miss LB, because no, I don't, because LB would have got us kicked off.
Put a little LB spirit up in here. Speak on it.
There's women. There's multiple women. I'm not gonna do it, bro. But just know to me, women are vicious, dog. Because shout out to LB, man. Women are vicious to the point where, like, one thing I know about women, when they'll choose they side nigga in a heartbeat over you. You know what I mean? Like, and for real, they'll choose they side. Listen, women be in love with they side nigga. Women be in love with their work boyfriends and shit like that. They will leave your ass for a nigga that they think want them. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of women, and like I said, this is what I feel about women. Women are so vulnerable when it comes to emotion. Men know how to cut that shit off. And then I like what Tyree said years ago. He said a lot of people don't realize when a woman open her legs, she's opening her soul. You understand what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers is just creating this toxic demon inside of her and keeping it moving. But while she's catching these and growing these feelings, like, I don't know if the sperm is like fruit and it like rolls in the woman's stomach to where she goes into her heart. And I don't know what the fuck it is, but these motherfuckers be in love.
That is why they say don't have unprotected sex with, especially somebody that you're not married to, because it creates soul ties.
Hey, it's
unprotected sex.
It's a known fact that sperm stay in there for a long time. They say it never leave. Hey, read Yolanda and Ebony's comment.
Okay, Ebony says, I know men who post pictures with women and still be cheating on social media. Those pictures together don't stop nothing, according to the person who wants to cheat. That's true. Yolanda says, that's on them. If they aren't posted, I make sure who I date don't have social media.
Hey.
Randall says, we as men can never do what a woman can. Trust me.
Right. That part.
Yolanda says her fault. Be wiser.
That's real activity right there.
I just think, like I said, I feel like women are more vulnerable and susceptible to cheating. But when they do, it don't become cheating. They be ready to leave a nigga. So what women do is relationship hop.
They feelings in it.
They relationship hop.
So that's the nature. This is why. Sure. And it's crazy. I hate even bringing this up. This is why you see many situations where a man will cheat, but then when he find out his woman cheated, nigga, he ready to kill everything moving, because it's just a fact that men can go cheat and not think shit about it.
Nothing at all.
And they know when that woman cheats, she really liked that dude.
Man,
like,
she loved that nigga.
Everything is on the line. You hear me? Everything. Look. Hey, the whole we all in poker. You hear me?
Yeah,
we all in.
yeah.
Like,
Because I
shit.
think that men miss the point when women are complaining, when it's in the complaining and the nagging stages, men just look at it like, oh, she complaining.
You know what
she
I think
complaining,
about all
she
the
complaining.
time?
That's the check engine light going off saying it's a problem.
Right.
So eventually the situation is going to break down, and
Brandon
that's
said
when she
prepare
done
to
found her
funeral.
work boyfriend or found a man that's giving her
Yeah.
attention, that's giving her the things that she wants.
Yeah.
And she's more emotionally invested in him. She's got that emotional attachment to him now.
But the thing with it,
Probably spend
women-
money on them too.
but-
But I'm telling you, it's gonna.
It ain't gotta be
a
that. It could be the
Shit.
man spending money on the woman.
Shit.
I just feel like women don't realize how important they are to society. Like
Yeah.
they don't realize how that womb, the power of the. I say it all the time on the show. The power of the PUSSY. That's why niggas get their hair cut, try to just fly. I ain't never ever in my life seen a man go to the club like. It's a lot of relationships in this motherfucker tonight. That's what Deion Cole said. He said, "It's a bunch of wives in here." But that's what women have to realize. Like these men a lot of men only want one fucking thing. Matter of fact, I'll say a couple things. It's either money, pussy, or a place to stay. You know what I mean? But what you need to do, if you really want to find the perfect mate, you have to have a mate that is comfortable with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, like my little brother. Shout out to my little brother. I'm like, dog, you should never not have a home. You got what everybody want. They want a man. You go find, man, I'll go live with the ugliest motherfucker on the planet to have a place to stay. And they're available. They're available. I'm never going to be homeless, you know, unless I want to be homeless. And I'm just saying, like, women don't realize that they're the commodity.
Right.
They don't realize, they're more susceptible to relationships. Like they're ready for it. Men aren't. Like men, if you can get a motherfucker to settle down with you in 2021, please do it. But the problem is it's far in between. And stop taking the bait with these men. And what I'm saying is a lot of these niggas don't have no ambition but to fuck you. With no goals behind it, no relationship behind it. Man, listen, man. I'm not going to get personal because me and TV are chop.
I'm gonna
Right.
get into Ebony's comments. She says, but to be truthful with you, in my opinion, the social media posts ain't got nothing to do with the social media inbox. That's where the real truth is at. Because every time my green light is on, somebody's husband is trying to creep up in my inbox, thinking just because it's green light it means go. She's right.
I gotta see what this motherfucker is for. I ain't messing with her. Nigga. I see what the fuck she talking. Sound like a subliminal to me. No,
What up, Tone?
I'm just playing. Shout out to Tone. But let's go to the next one because we talking about cheating. What was he on cheating?
Okay, the next one is call you out of your name, put you down to lower your self-esteem due to his own insecurities.
And let's again, we're not gonna say his. We're gonna say theirs. We're gonna talk about man and woman.
Definitely go both ways.
Yeah,
And I'll go first, man.
Yeah,
Look,
go.
I'm guilty. Let's put it like that. I'm guilty.
That don't mean you don't love her, right?
Hell no.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's that
Yeah.
bullshit right there. It's just, see right there, that right there, it sounds so one-sided.
What the fuck is that?
It's your
All right,
people, man. It was-
Give us 2 seconds.
What I'm saying is that
All right, you better.
in my experience, 9 times out of 10, a woman is gonna provoke you to call her out her name.
Listen, that B
And
word.
when I say they know how to push your buttons, like when I say you ignore it, like okay, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Look, men.
Listen,
Men.
but you said the world is desensitized, right? But you
Yeah.
remember back in the day, I'm telling you, when me and my wife was first together, I would never call her that unless I was ready to get stabbed or something thrown at me.
Right.
But in 2021, 2021, listen here, man. I'll say that shit in 30 seconds. You know, but it's not intentional. It's not intentional, dog.
Yeah.
It may not be, but to women, that Don't use that
No, I
word.
think it's
No,
desensitized.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all will cause us to use that word. You down a nigga, talk crazy to a nigga, talk crazy to a nigga, kill a nigga ego, stomp
So
a
you
nigga ego.
don't do that?
I don't call men out of their names. No.
I know you, man. Stop it. You gonna stop acting all sweet and innocent, man.
No, I'm not acting-
I believe it when I see it.
No,
Yeah, man, I
I'm
done
not
seen it so
acting
many
sweet,
times.
but I don't call men out of their names.
I gotta
One thing
see
I'm
how
not
she
called
react
a
in a
man is a
relationship.
bitch. I'll go. I mean, yeah.
You call him a bitch?
I speak truth. I'm Aquarius. So we gonna speak some truth. It might feel like you're being cut down, but it's not that. It's just I'm gonna tell you the
That's what I'm
truth.
I just think words are words. Until
No. Words cut deep.
no,
Yeah.
I ain't talking about those. I'm talking about the
Talking
Sometimes you rather.
talking shank.
Yeah.
Talking Shawshank
Listen.
Redemption.
my biggest pet. When you call me a bitch ass nigga, that's when where we at? That's when number 2 come into play. What's on number 2?
Where beat you or cheat on you.
No, not like necessarily like that. I'm just saying like to me, calling a man a bitch ass nigga, or even I don't even like when a woman call me nigga. To be honest with you, because
Yeah.
I feel like those are aggressive words coming out of
Right.
a woman's mouth. That those are fighting words to me, and this is one thing I always wanted to explain to people. So they say these terms of you can never fight a woman, or you can never listen. I'm telling you, me and my wife used to fight like cats and dogs, and I loved the shit out of her for real. So I'm just saying, like, get rid of the stigma thinking man beating on women. No, we can say was beating. I don't even know what to call it. I just feel like
Ebony Aquarius. Go ahead.
Gang.
I just feel like you things when you with a motherfucker for years, things are gonna get physical. Cause that passion and that love and that aggression is gonna come out, and I don't care. Y'all can try to create this narrative that a man should never. You listen.
Look,
I done been in some situations,
especially
bro.
when it's just y'all.
Bro, I done been in some situations where I ain't gonna lie, man.
Look, hey.
And another thing, let's get to this. Is gonna be the hot topic.
Hey,
What?
hold on. Jeff said women are very dangerous with their tongue. We see it every day, especially on days
But-
like Father's Day.
But you
When a
know,
motherfucker say, I should have fucked such and such. You should have what?
Oh, man.
Listen, you say that to me, and you talk about a motherfucker
Hold
from the you met at Come Go. You should have
about
fucked.
this one?
Man, listen, boy.
What about this one? Like 3 of your motherfucking homeboys is in my inbox right now.
Bruh.
Who?
Bruh.
Who you talking
That
about?
shit ain't gonna tell you.
I ain't gonna tell you shit.
So now you gotta look at niggas differently. All I'm saying is shit. A lot of people don't understand, man. And this is whoever write these things or whoever come up with this fucking shit ain't never been in no real relationship.
Man, there
I'm
you go.
being honest with you. Like I hate the. I'm telling you, I have my kid's mom. I loved so much, but we was so toxic. You know what I mean? But it was because the passion was there. And I just feel like people I don't believe in toxic behavior. I'm just saying, like, nobody can convince me you ain't gonna never get in a fight. Nobody ain't gonna convince me you ain't gonna never call a woman a bitch. Nobody can convince me I was with a motherfucker for 21 years. You can't convince me how to I love this woman with my soul. You understand what I'm saying? And I did everything in my power to make her happy and to do right by these kids. And yeah, I called her a bitch. Yeah, I got in fist fights with her. Yeah, we didn't. It happens. So I'm saying, like, somebody that writes those things, as you looking at them like, I ain't motherfucking write this shit. I'm just saying it's not a real relationship to me. Like, it's gonna happen.
everybody is different, because to me, as a woman being in a relationship, that's the one thing that's a deal breaker for me, because I don't like being hollered at. I don't like being yelled at, because that's going to bring that aggression out of me, and I'm not going to I'm not going to try to be aggressive towards a man, because I can't fight you. I can't hurt you. So to me, it's never going to get to that point to where you feel like you need to put your hands on me. Now I'm going to leave and I'm going about my business. You put your hands on me, that's a different story.
So tell me this,
Okay.
after a glass of wine, and you and your dude chilling, and y'all get an argument because I know how you get after a glass of wine. You be turned. So you trying to convince me that you ain't never had no aggression towards no dude ever?
Of course,
Like,
I'll
I'll take
not
my
like
fucking
that.
balls off.
When I was younger in my 20s, yes. In relationships, I would argue and do all that,
slow
you
down.
know.
You slow down. You
And
get older.
like one of my exes, I clacked him in the head with a bottle of cologne. And, I mean, I'm not proud of that. That's when I was young. But now, me being 35 years old, like, no.
You slow down.
I'm not going to
All you
jail.
just showed me
And
that you got it in you. That's it.
So do you slow down?
Never know.
So do you slow down?
Right.
Because I feel like you slow down.
Slow down what?
Like, as far as in the older I got, because listen, I used to love that confrontation. because
You got stuff to lose.
The after effect was amazing.
The makeup.
Yeah, the makeup was amazing. But the older I got, I'm serious. The older I
Jay
got,
Dahmer, I'm not lying.
He said she lying.
No.
Hey, JD, man, we just up here agreeing with it, man.
So,
that's it, man. We know what we think in the back of our
I
minds.
just
Look,
feel-
hold on.
Go ahead.
Janice said, people that know you know your triggers.
Yeah.
That's where the power of the tongue comes into place, and this is what
Most
I'm saying.
definitely.
Like, you,
I'm with Denise on
once
that.
a person know you, and they know how to get to you.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. When you get a little older, it dies
Slow
down
down.
here and there, but it just depends on what the situation is. Like, if y'all get on that balanced playing field, and y'all like, okay, we can't keep doing this. We're gonna goddamn kill each other.
that's what. Yeah,
Boom. You know, you kind of slow down, but
Women know. It's like
Those-
women know the small things. That fill out your own job application with your dumb ass. Like,
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
man.
it.
Oh, that's it. Hey, exactly. That's right there.
Shit, man. Listen.
women know, but it's like, I mean, you know what to
I
do
ain't
to
gonna
push
lie,
your woman's
let's
buttons too.
Because, like I said, I'm Aquarius just like her. So once you push my buttons, once you get me there, oh man, I might say all type of shit.
Man,
Murder your ego.
Listen,
I'm trying to murder your ego.
But you know, honestly,
No
because
nigga love ain't there though.
but because I know my words hurt, I don't like to hurt people. So you really gotta push me to get me to that point. Like, I'm gonna give you a chance. Like, leave me alone, and then once I go there, that's it. Your feelings is hurt.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But all of this is still, if you passionate enough, if you love somebody enough, it's gonna get physical. I'm telling you, because you be like, you bitch, you said what, bitch?
I don't
You
think
fuck my
so.
cousin, bitch?
I mean, but
Like,
a lot of
you know what I'm
times, a lot of
saying?
times it's the woman that's already all up in your face, aggressive, like she could do something to you. Might even
What
poke you in
LB
the
say
head
they
a couple
are?
times.
What LB call them? Bulldogs. Yeah.
But
Bulldogs.
I don't think every woman is like that though. Every woman is not gonna get aggressive with you, because I done seen women get knocked out for nothing. Like, no.
Well,
Hey, it ain't everybody.
Listen,
We ain't saying all.
hey, listen.
It ain't a blanket
I gotta
statement.
say this. My homeboy said, one of my other homies, I ain't gonna say their names, he probably ain't here, but my homie said one time, he said, listen, this nigga is nuts. If he say cook bacon and it's eggs, your ass is whooped. And I'm like, now that's different.
Your
Like, I
ass
ain't
is
beating
in
a motherfucker
jail.
up. I
Like,
ain't beating up a motherfucker because of what they cook.
Come on.
Where?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
No, that's different.
We ain't even- that's just a whole nother level of crazy right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
read off Brandy's.
Yeah, Brandy said, ooh, I take you to the gutter. You hurt my feelings respectfully, but you will think about it for a long time
You
afterwards.
do.
Yes, ma'am, Brandy.
The words burn.
Jay Dahmer says women will use your flaws against you and say the craziest things where you would think they don't love you.
Oh
It's
my God.
Jay
They don't
Dahmer's
know.
right. I can honestly say he's right, but I want to comment on that. Sorry. Randall Watson says that's why a man needs to be in control of his emotions, even when a woman can't. That's the difference in the sexes.
Yeah, it
All right.
sound good.
So let's get to the last one.
Sound good, Randy.
The last
I'm
one is
trying to
pretty
tell you with
important.
that war.
Yes.
You won't shut up for 30 minutes. Go ahead.
The last one is if he hides his phone passwords or his whereabouts, he does not love you. I
Now,
think.
that's some bullshit. But hey,
Who wanna go?
You can go first. But speak from being a woman and your passcode. Don't
Yes.
speak from Go ahead.
I have a passcode on my phone because I have my bank account on there. I got my stock. It's a lot
What
of
if you have a husband,
information
though?
on there. It would be different if I were married. Yeah, he would have my passcode. Definitely.
Let me go.
you better go.
All right. So listen, I've had a passcode on my phone, and this is a true story. I had a passcode on my phone since the day I woke up, and my wife was ready to kill me because a homegirl texted me good morning. So what happened was this girl would text me all the time out of the blue, and I would just I'm this way now. Motherfucker inbox me, you're so handsome, thank you. I don't know how to be mean to motherfuckers. See, women expect a nigga to be like, shut up, bitch. Don't tell. Like, if a motherfucker take time to compliment me, I'm definitely gonna pay respect and talk back to him. So this girl was a friend of mine. Never messed around with her. Never planned on messing around with her. She texted me, "Good morning," and it was just like some "Good morning, big head," like playful shit. And I would always talk to her for 5 or 10 minutes. Well, big head is different now. But back in goddamn 2006, big head was okay. Motherfucker thought you really had a big head. So she did that, and like it literally almost broke up my marriage over that shit. And I'm telling you, I realized, I realized the passcode is necessary not only for the privacy of it. My phone is my last line of defense. This is the only privacy I have. Goddamn, you see me get out the goddamn shower. You see me goddamn go to work. You see, can I at least? I might be looking at midget porn on my shit.
Yeah, right.
My cell phone is my last line of my own sanity. Right. It has nothing to do with cheating.
Everybody deserves just the
security,
little percentage of privacy to themselves. Look, check this out. Janice said, if you need his password and passcode, you don't trust him and should question why you are with him if you don't trust him.
True.
Brandy said, I have a passcode on my phone, not because I be cheating, but I have a lot of personal things in there, and no, he can't have my password because on occasions I talk shit about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, hold on. Jay Dahmer said, it depends on the life you live. Some things are not for your wife to know. How many different reasons is not to hide cheating? That's the first thing women think about.
I agree with him.
And then Randall said, no locked doors in the house.
What about you, Max? What was you about to say? Or we ain't got TV's opinion.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I agree with all these right here. You need your percentage of privacy to yourself as a human being. Like, if you feel like you ain't gonna get no privacy, you will go insane. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Everybody needs privacy. This is why they even have privacy law, privacy codes, privacy statutes. Like, like I said, you might have your porn in there. You might be talking shit about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got a little dick. So you might be talking about like, this motherfucker's getting on my goddamn nerves to do this and do that. Like, you might have your personal information. You know what I mean? Maybe you might have a side bank account or something that you're just trying to, it's things that you might just have that you want to keep to you. And then some people might just be cheating. They might be doing whatever they're doing. I'm not saying it's all cheating though. Like, you can't just think because a person is trying to keep their privacy that it's automatically cheating.
I agree 100% with you.
I don't believe
and I'm saying that, like, one more thing I wanted to say is I tend to fucking brain fart. I gotta get this off. So I tend to I went through a phone once, and it was the worst decision ever. But what I realized is another thing about women. These motherfuckers will find the littlest thing. Like I said, a motherfucker might say, damn, you handsome. And I might say, thank you. Why are you telling the bitch thank you?
Taking it to the moon.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like if I gave you access to my phone, you will find something wrong. Hypothetically speaking, my friend Maxwell, if you go look through my phone, you might see, what you doing, bro? Nothing, chilling. I'm about to come over and drink with you. Whoa. You drinking with the bitches? Like, you don't, like, it just ain't no point in going to somebody's phone. You have to trust that person. And like I said, I learned from going through a phone, I learned that look, man, I done seen some motherfucking dick pics and shit I don't need to be seeing. So I don't do that no more. Because I feel like you got your privacy.
Man, it's a saying. Whatever you looking for, you gonna find.
I don't look for shit.
And it's just like what you're saying. You might not have found shit, but you gonna think you found something. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take a little shit.
And it could be somebody being nice to you.
All right, ladies, I got us.
All right, go ahead,
Anthony.
Go ahead.
Okay. For starters, I think that it's things that lead up to a woman even going through your phone. So, like, if y'all having arguments or she feels like he's not spending time with me, things are changing. Something in the relationship has changed that sparked her attention. Usually when men are not consistent and they do something out of the ordinary, he came home late from work and this is like twice this week. That's what makes women start thinking like,
so she turned to the feds?
I mean, pretty much. Because if a woman could ask a man outright, I mean, because of course, if a woman asks a man outright, are you cheating on me? It's simple like, well, yes, honey, I am. Like, no, that's not going to happen. So it's like, you can ask a man, but so
your intuition make you want to go through somebody's phone is what you're saying?
A woman's intuition does when things change, when a man is not being consistent. Also, I want to go back to what you said about the friend that just texts your phone saying good morning or whatever, and you being with your wife. Women are sneaky, and they prey on a man. There's no reason that I should be the first person that you think about in the morning when you wake up and text me and say good morning. I got a whole wife at home. Now I can honestly say that to you it might seem harmless, but to women it's like she's trying to sneak her way in there. The good morning, big head, and all that stuff. Like, girl, find you somebody to play with. This is a married man. Don't text him good morning. If you got a whole wife at home, your wife is saying good morning to you. She cooking you breakfast.
I'm so mad we got a woman on the show.
No, because I'm gonna say this.
I'm so mad we got a woman on the show now.
We need this. Let me flip it though. Let me flip it for a minute. How would you feel if a man texts your wife and was like, "Good morning, beautiful"? How you gonna feel about that? And then, like you said, if a woman paid you a compliment and you said thank you, to me, how would you feel if that happened with your woman? You know, a man paid her a compliment and she said something back. You're like, damn, like you entertaining him? Like,
tell him say thank you.
It's different on the street. It's different on the street. If you know, as a woman, if I'm walking in a business or wherever, and a man like, damn, you bad, thank you, I'm gonna keep on going, especially if I know I'm in a relationship. I had a woman contact me, actually, wasn't messing with her man, none of that. She contacted me and I said, is there a reason that you called me? This is somebody I haven't dealt with for years. She said, because he just been real quiet. Like, he ain't, he gotta be up to something because he been quiet. This was a woman that was so used to confusion in her relationship that she felt like, I'm looking for some shit. I'm like, you're looking to start some shit. You creating a problem when it ain't one. So there is two different types of, women.
It's all type of different scenarios. But you had a good one. I got to give y'all that. I got to salute you on that one that you were saying. That's solid. But Jeff said, no. Women look into the stories from other women, things they going through, then went to go searching and make sure that they're not doing it. Bulldog. So he's saying basically, y'all get to talking with your homegirls. The homegirl get cheated on. So now you about to go home and bulldog your husband or your boyfriend, and let me see what he got going on. Shit, Cheryl boyfriend on that bullshit. This nigga probably on the same shit. And now, you know what I'm saying? Now you ain't been inconsistent or nothing. Now all of a sudden she being inconsistent. Now she asking, and you like, what is this all about? Why are you trying to?
I just think passcodes. Like I said, I learned, and like I said, I wasn't saying she was doing anything out of the ordinary, but I could have found little petty shit to, because motherfuckers would be like, what you eating for lunch today or some shit like that. I can get mad about some shit like that, you know what I mean? But it really boils down to trust. First thing is, I am at the point in my life to where, I just, like Kevin Hart said, when you turn 40, you just stop giving a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, if you're willing to cheat on, if you're willing to cheat on me, I'm a good motherfucker. You want to cheat on me, go right ahead. You know what I mean? And so I don't go looking for shit because I know when you find out and know your value, you stop looking for shit. And I realize, I'm a good nigga. Like, if you cheat on me, you're fucked up. Something wrong with you if you want to cheat on me. And I feel like the better the better the relationship is, the less you the better the person is, the less you're going to want to do those things. And I'm a living testimony to that. I really feel like loyalty is within. It has nothing to do with I can't control her narrative. I can't control her narrative. I can only control my own. You know what I'm saying? And my narrative is do what you want to do. And I'm cool with that, but you have to understand I know my worth, so I'm not going through your phone. Matter of fact, keep your fucking passcode. Put the motherfucker in your pocket every night. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going through nobody's cell phone.
I think
I'm gonna say this: if the chemistry ain't right, if you're in tune with a person, you know if the chemistry ain't right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't really believe you have to go through nothing. You don't have to go through no passcodes. You don't have to do nothing. You're gonna be able to tell that the algorithm of your relationship is off.
Yep.
And if you can't just talk with that person and get that algorithm back and get that frequency back, something is wrong, and you need to really think about how your relationship going forward. Period. I don't think you need to go sneak in and find some answer. If your relationship frequency or algorithm is off, you're going to feel it.
Yes.
And you need to react to it.
Yep.
Period. And that don't mean by going through the phone and trying to find some solid, tangible evidence.
Thank you.
It's just something is off.
Thank you. You
And
were
it's
thinking
gonna lead
exactly
to-
what I was thinking.
It's gonna lead to more bullshit.
We got
period.
5
Yes,
more minutes, y'all.
normalize leaving when you are not happy. Some people, they want to fish and look for evidence, and they want a reason to leave. The reason is right there. If you're not being treated how you want to be treated, you know, he's not taking you out, he's not coming home on time, or he's not coming home at all. You don't need to find out who house he was at. Just know that he doesn't want to be there with you.
You're not rocking
Leave.
like
There you
that.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
We
I got a health tip.
All right, go and get that. 5 minutes left. We got Mr. Shabazz health tip. Go and break it to him. We'll break it down.
All right. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all who y'all can actually go look to for health advice, for remedies, for cures, which are these master healers right here: Dr. Sebi, Dr. Patrick Dales, Dr. Lila Africa, Dr. Joel Wallach, Yada, Dr. Minister Inky, and KT the Arch Degree. Now today I want to talk about grains real quick, just real quick. Healthy grains. And when I say healthy grains, we're talking about bread. Like, what we want to get away from is bleached and enhanced white flour and wheat flour, because they're acidic, and when they get in your body, they convert into sugar in the body, which actually adds to the potential and possibility of getting diabetes. So some good grains are rye, spelt, teff, amaranth, quinoa, kamut, and wild rice. So I'll read off rye for you, just some benefits of eating rye. Rye bread increases satiety, it suppresses your appetite, it cuts the risk of diabetes. The fiber in rye also helps regulate blood sugar levels, and since it controls appetite, it can also prevent diabetes-related obesity. Fiber in rye also helps lower cholesterol levels and cut down the risk of heart disease. So all of these grains that I just said on here, which are rye, spelt, teff, amaranth, quinoa, kamut, and wild rice.
So like you
And,
speaking fucking Spanish. Man. God damn.
Well, quinoa is a South American
Okay.
grain. Kamut is an African grain, and I think amaranth might be from here. It might be a South American grain too. So yeah, they're like foreign grains, but you know they sell them in the stores and they're good. So just think about those when you get bread and stuff, make your sandwiches, or to make your certain type of
Rye bread.
flour based entrees. Yeah, rye bread. Rye bread is great. I love it.
Okay.
I personally love rye bread.
Yo, man, this is the Smartest Dumb People. Make sure y'all like, share, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Y'all still ain't did that shit. It's making me mad, man.
Please subscribe.
Top fans, we're about to start giving out merchandise within the next few weeks. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe. This is the Smartest Dumb People. Anthony That Dude Johnson, Mr. Shabazz himself, and Treese, the First Lady. Y'all have a good night. This is the Smartest Dumb People. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.